Hello everybody. Today I am going to be hosting a preview for you guys so that you can have a little peek at all of the jewelry that we're going to be featuring tomorrow and Friday inside of our From the Mermaid's Purse 2-part live stream shopping event, which I just want to first start by saying thank you guys. We had to push out this live stream a week because last week I pretty much had no voice. Even like in the mornings and at the end of the day, my voice isn't super strong, but it is so much better than it was last week. So I'm feeling much better as well. Hi ladies, how are you all? Thanks for joining in. Hello. So the goal today is to be able to give you a little bit of a peek ahead of time so that you can see the items that are going to be inside of our live stream tomorrow and Friday. The live stream tomorrow night is going to be showcasing necklaces and earrings, and then Friday night it'll be rings and bracelets. I'm not doing an after party inside of this live stream because we just have so many items. One of our necklaces you'll see is a really fun new like charm style necklace. I'm so excited about these items, and we have so many charms because these necklaces are going to be very interchangeable. So due to like time constraints, we don't have an after party for this live stream. Hello. Hi ladies, how are you? Hi Susie, hi Vicky, hi Wanda. How's it going today, ladies? Hi Kathy, Dawn. Hello. So if you have any questions or if you would like to see anything tried on, I'm going to kind of go through everything because we can't even fit the jewelry where we normally fit the jewelry. It's like literally spilling over. Sam is actually still like putting neck stands over to the side of me. So what I'm going to do is go through, I'm going to turn the camera around, show you everything. And then at the end, if you guys want to see any try-ons, I will take some try-on requests. I just want to mention we will also save this video. Hi Jill, how's it going today, my love? We will save this to our feed so that if you are working or you're busy or something comes up, you're more than welcome to rewatch it at a later time. We like to do these previews before the live stream because if you have never shopped live with us before, our lives are very fast paced. And so I like for you to be able to see all the jewelry as a whole ahead of time and be able to kind of get an idea of what you like, what you don't like, what pieces are really speaking to you. And then if you have any questions, it's your time that you can get those questions answered with me before the live. We do always do questions during the live, but if you have a question about a piece, somebody else might scoop it in the meantime when it's during the live. So we've got lots to go over. Before I jump into all of that, I do just want to mention we have a really fun giveaway. Hi Lisa, how's it going today? We have a really fun giveaway that's up. Thank you. I'm going to show you guys this necklace. So two What's New Wednesdays ago, we featured these really fun anklets, and a lot of you were like, oh my gosh, I would love that anklet in a necklace. So we did one as a giveaway. So we have this beautiful necklace. It features a bezel wrap piece of sea glass, a beautiful seashell, and a freshwater pearl, and it's on this like shimmery marquee link chain, really beautiful link chain. It's adjustable from 16 inch to 18 inch. If you're interested in joining in on this giveaway, the giveaway is going to be running through noontime tomorrow, so through noontime on Thursday the 21st. How you can enter into the giveaway is after our live stream here. You can jump over to our Instagram feed. The feed is basically just if you go to our Lita Sea Glass Jewelry page on Instagram, and you'll see a picture of this necklace posted a few posts back, and you want to tag 3 different people. We do always get questions that say like, how do you know if you tag somebody? So basically in the comments of this post, you just put the @ symbol and then the person's Instagram handle. So our Instagram handle is Lita Sea Glass Jewelry. I'm going to use Donna here as an example because she just put a little wave. Hers is DJW Smile. So you would put the @ and then the person's Instagram name, and that's how you tag them. Tag 3 people, make sure you follow us and like the post, and then we're going to be drawing a winner tomorrow. So just basically look at the comments section below. If you're not sure, just kind of follow along with what everybody else is doing and you'll be all set. Hello Bernadette, I hope you had an awesome birthday. I'm sorry we weren't able to do our live last week on your birthday, but I hope you got to celebrate and had an amazing day. And then we will announce the winner of this giveaway necklace tomorrow at the start of the live stream. And then additionally, if you've never shopped live with us before, we do so many giveaways. We love to sprinkle giveaways in the beginning, and then we call it like our rapid fire giveaway that we like to do at the end. So we'll have more giveaways tomorrow and Thursday, and then on Friday as well. Okay, so I'm going to first just turn the camera around and give you guys a little span here. I might actually take this out of my holder. Okay, so I can give you a span. There is a lot of things here. So from the Mermaid's Purse is featuring sea glass, obviously always sea glass, mixed with solid sterling silver. All of these pieces that we make are sterling silver. We do offer gold over on our website, but the From the Mermaid's Purse is sea glass mixed with shells, mixed with abalone shell, seashells, and some sea pottery as well. Like we have this awesome sea pottery. So that is the theme for this live stream. And normally we are able to fit all of our jewelry here on this like section of the table, but it is spilling out over here as well, because one of the necklaces that we're featuring is like a charm style. And so we're gonna have all of these really fun seashell, sea pottery, abalone shell charms that you're gonna be able to like interchange on the necklaces. So you can see these are like layers deep here. We've got some little sea pottery, and then we have some of our earrings. Sorry, it's a little bit of a glare here, but so lots and lots. We are actually lucky right now, Bernadette. The weather is not bad. It's just overcast and rainy, but the hurricane that's coming this way is, I think it's downgraded to like a tropical storm, right, Sam? Yeah, I think it's been slowing down and kind of got downgraded to a tropical storm. So that's really lucky. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I just usually start from left to right. Yes, Carol. Oh my gosh. Same here. Us too. That one's been a long time in the making. And then I'll bring everything up here so that you can see it up close. I'm going to try to go as swiftly as I can and just kind of give you guys all like a skim, and then we'll take on try-ons at the end. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about each style. I'm going to try to do this in like an hour and a half or so. There's a lot of jewelry to get through. Then we'll do try-ons at the end. So starting with some seashells, we really, oh my gosh, this, you guys know how much I love summer. It's like my favorite time of the year. And with this grouping of jewelry, I really wanted to do something for you that was really fun, that was really different, very summery. So hopefully this From the Mermaid's Purse hits all of that. So Keely, the price, we'll say PD, is for the pendant. We have a variety of chain styles. Like this is our snake style chain. This is our Rolo style chain. We have a curb style chain, which is a small link. All of our chains, depending on the size of them, are all different prices. So we sell the pendants alone, and then tomorrow night when we do the live stream, we will showcase all of our chains at the end, and you'll be able to choose a chain if you like, in the length of your choice and the style of your choice. Additionally, if you have chains at home that work really well, all of our pendants are large enough that they should be able to slide onto a chain that you already have. So Erin is still a Category 2 hurricane, but down by North Carolina, Cape Hatteras is getting the high surf. Okay, Carol. Yeah, it hasn't. It's just overcast and rainy here. We're in Massachusetts, so it hasn't hit us yet, but I do have family down in North Carolina, and they did say that they got a lot of like rain and wind down in like North Carolina, South Carolina border. So so these pendants and everything that we're showing you, you'll see the PD, and that just means for the pendant only. Okay, so starting here, we have some beautiful seashells, and these seashells are all from Japan, and they're kind of like the sunrise shell, if you guys are familiar, just a little bit different in the sense of the colors. So the reason that I really loved these shells is for the colors of them. They kind of range from like a light sort of like whitish, pinkish. Some of them are a little bit more bright pink. Some of them have little tints of purple in there as well. So we have this beautiful white here, this white seashell. We mix this with this glowing purple. So this is like a stunning, really rare purple sea glass at the top, and the biwa pearl in the middle. So this pendant is $345. This one's a little bit larger. It's like a really nice size. Then we have this one also with a deep purple. And then this one here has a seashell, the biwa pearl, and the abalone. And this one has the seashell, the biwa pearl, and the purple sea glass. Biwa pearl is just a fancy name for stick pearl. They're sort of like organic in their shape, really whimsical, fun, different shapes, different pearl types of textures, but they all have that beautiful luster to the surface. This one here has more of those orange tones, and we did the turquoise with it. We have this one here in the center that has the cobalt and the little sea pottery. Isn't that such a beautiful mix of colors? And I love how unique and different the seashells are. This one has some beautiful, almost like an ombre of colors to it. And we did the cobalt, this beautiful purple seashell that has like some light purple and some orange in it. And we have the biwa pearl here in the center as well. So they all are priced by size and rarity. So you'll see some of the larger ones that have the rare colored sea glass are going to be a little bit higher. And if they're smaller with more of the standard colored sea glass, they're going to be a little bit less. So this one's $318. They range from $318 to $345. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. Okay, so we have those seashells for sort of like some statement pendants. We also have, those have 3 pieces in them. Let me see if I can just drop that one down like this. We also have some here that are doubles. So do we have the little little flashlight? Sam's gonna grab me the flashlight. I'm gonna bring these up to you in the meantime. So these are just double. They have the beautiful seashell and then a piece of sea glass at the top. So for this pendant in particular, this sea glass is a beautiful pink color. And so of course the seashell that we chose to pair it with had all those beautiful pink tones in it. And then it has the little beaded details holding it in place. We do also have our popcorn style chain back available in length 16-inch through 24-inch. We're going to be showcasing those tomorrow night as well. We did have some of these chains in the past. We had them just one other time and everybody really loved them. So we do have some more available for anybody that's hoping to get a popcorn. So the pottery is from all over, Susie. A lot of it is from Japan. We get a lot of our pottery from Japan, a lot of these seashells from Japan as well. But we do have a few pieces of sea pottery that are from Massachusetts. Hello, Kristen. How's it going, girl? So here's a beautiful orange. And then look at the sea glass on this one. Has like a yellowish orange color, really vibrant and fiery, paired with the beautiful orange seashell as well. And then this one here, Sam went to get my light for me so that I can, do we see it anywhere? It was on, it was next to Kim's desk the other day because I grabbed it instead of the,
black light one?
yeah. We don't see it? Okay. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Sam just went to grab me. Let me see if I can lift this up. Okay. There we go. We have our little overhead lights, but there's a lot of jewelry stacked up here. Hopefully you can see the colors better now. So we have cobalt, turquoise, beautiful purple. Both of these are beautiful purples, and then these are the 2 that I just showed you as well. So if you're somebody that loves a purple color, there are some amazing little, tiny little sea glass nuggets of purple in here as well. The cobalt. And the turquoise looks like a girl in a ball gown. Oh my gosh, Jill, that is so cute. It does. I feel like sometimes with like the little shell almost looks like her like little ballerina dress. Yeah, the orange is so vibrant with the orange on the top. Absolutely. So those are most of like the larger seashell pendants, and then we do have the seashell charms that are all out over here. Again, I will show you. Thank you, Sam. I will show you those when we get to the interchangeable charm necklaces. Here's my little light. Just kind of helps see the colors there. Okay. Let's see. So for the first time ever, we actually did a few ammonite pendants, which I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with ammonite. I have been a fan of ammonite for as long as I've loved jewelry. So it's actually like a fossilized shell. These are really cool. They're all open in the back so that you can see the back side of them. We have these two pendants. They're $198. They're single bezel set in sterling silver. And then we did these really fun sort of like little bookends here that just kind of go over the top of the pendant and hold it in place. And these are definitely a nice size. The pendant itself here is maybe about 1.75 inches. They're really fun. Susie, you're so much fun. Yeah, these are really cool. And then we do have a bracelet that goes with it as well. You guys, I think some of you know that. So I've been making the sea glass jewelry for 23 years. But years ago when I first started in it was 2003, I had a women's jewelry store in Rhode Island. I don't have a physical location anymore. We're all online. But I worked a lot with the ammonite then. And I haven't really worked with it since. But I really, really love this. It's like a shell, a beautiful fossilized shell, and I think it looks so cool in the jewelry. So we have this awesome cuff bracelet. This cuff bracelet is $398. Really beautiful, like solid sterling silver on either side here. So those are the ammonite pieces. And then I'm just gonna kind of go in order from left to right, so it might jump around between sea pottery. I don't have any ammonite rings, Donna. We have abalone shell, we have sea glass, and we have some sea pottery, but I don't have any ammonite rings. I was only able to get my hands on 3 pieces of ammonite, so I did them. They were bigger in pendants and in a bracelet. I didn't have any smaller ones. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Tahoe Queen says, gorgeous. My husband is going to regret me finding your store. Yes, the sea glass is, I don't know, it has this quality about it that can just feel so tranquil, and each piece is so unique. We call it like a little like sea glass addiction, you know? So starting at the top here, we have this fabulous sea pottery pendant. And Susie, I know you asked before, like, where the sea pottery was from. So I'll try to go through, if I can remember correctly, on each one. Most of them are from Japan. This one is from Japan, but there are a couple that are from Massachusetts. This one, I don't know if you guys can see in the video, actually has some beautiful like navy blue in the center with a brighter turquoise around the edge of the pottery. So we paired it here with this beautiful bright turquoise. This is such a sweet little pendant. I love this little piece. Below it, we have one of our statement necklaces. We have the cobalt, the aqua, and then 2 amazing pieces of abalone shell. I do just want to mention, for cleaning and care purposes, you want to make sure that any pieces that have the abalone shell and that have a pearl or a seashell, that you're not dipping it in like a liquid cleaner. Liquid cleaners are very, very harsh and can oftentimes, for the pearl and the abalone, take that luster off of the surface, and it will just make it look really dull. So it's fine to use a polished cloth over, but you just don't want to put it in the liquid cleaner, all right? So here's this beautiful necklace. This necklace is $459, and it is adjustable in the back. If you need a longer extender for whoever ends up purchasing this piece, we are able to do a longer extender chain for you as well. And then moving over here, I got to pick up the pace. We have a lot of jewelry to get through, so I can sit and look and talk about jewelry forever, but I'll kind of go through it a little bit quicker, and then we can do questions and try-ons at the end. So look at this. Oh my Lord. I feel like we can just kind of stare at it and I don't have to say anything because the colors are so stunning. So this is a beautiful piece of sea pottery from Japan. Has this beautiful like purple heart. Isn't that so sweet? And then this cobalt at the bottom. So of course we paired it with the cobalt and the purple sea glass. It's double bezel set with the beads at the bottom. That one is $379. This is one of Sam's favorites here, which I was shocked because it is definitely bigger than what she normally goes for. But what did you like? Are the colors?
The colors and the patterns.
Yeah, the colors and the patterns. This beautiful, like, turquoisey, aqua, seafoamy, olive, like this beautiful color sea glass here. This is from Japan. Sea pottery from Japan, and abalone shell that's from the West Coast. And then these hammered sterling silver wave designs in between. Was that here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next necklace styles that we're going to take a look at, I'm actually wearing one, so I can flip it around and show you the one that I have on. These are really, really fun. And if you like this style, just a little tip for next month's live stream, we're actually going to have some styles that are kind of bridging off of this that are kind of similar. We wanted to create something that looked like a toggle necklace but was actually a pendant. So we did these little toggle pendants. So single bezel set, open in the back, but the toggle is actually made right onto the pendant, and then it has a bail at the top. I think this is so fun. This would look really beautiful with the inlet chain as well if you're looking for a heavier chain. So we have this awesome like tropical sea foam at the bottom, beautiful darker olive here, and then we have a light blue at the top. These are all $229, and I'm actually wearing one, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the one that I have on. I am wearing the seafoam one today because I have this like olivey top on, and I just think the seafoam is so cool. Whoops. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? I really love the style and the look. I love a toggle, and I love like having a pendant that like hangs off the front of a toggle. The only thing with that is sometimes the toggle piece will like spin, so making it into a pendant, it all hangs nice and even for you. Exactly. I thought it was a toggle when you first showed it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this one's really, really fun. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those like larger chain necklaces that have like those big open links, and sometimes people will hang like a charm off of the toggle. They're really fun. Like they're really fun chunky necklaces. I just find that the toggles don't always stay put. They kind of move and shift. So doing it all together as a pendant, it always like hangs right in the front, and it's really comfortable to wear. I'm gonna wait to do all the charms together. So I'm gonna kind of go to this side, and then I'll skip over those two so I can show them with the charm holders. I'll maybe do those at the end. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me flip this back around here. So I'm gonna pull some necklaces in the front. So these are all a mix of sea pottery. So we have this beautiful heart here that's sea pottery. This one with the leaf design, that's sea pottery. We have abalone shell, another sea pottery, and then abalone shell. So these range from $174, $198, $198, and these two are $189. All kind of like fun, different designs here. This one Sam said looked like a dragonfly. This one has some beautiful like leaf patterns on it. And this was our little pottery heart. So we did a swirl at the top of the heart to kind of mimic the design here and the swirl of the sea pottery.
Those are so sweet.
They are. This just gets so tangled. There we go. Okay, so I put those down there, and I'm gonna move over here. So I'm telling you guys, we have so much jewelry just like stacked in here, stacked and stacked. We're gonna do these necklaces next. So on a similar idea to the necklace that I'm wearing that has the toggle in the front, I don't know if you've seen the coin necklaces that have these fun little designs. I guess they don't always look exactly like this. Some of them are rounder, and then the coins can spin. So I wanted to sort of like mimic that sort of like antiqued look to them, but create just one solid pendant. So we have like the larger ring here at the top, and these really fun sort of accents on the four corners of the pendants. So we have, these are all $198, and then these top two, and then $229 and $229. Again, it just goes by weight. So if you ever see pendants that are larger, if they're all the same style and have a different price, then most often it goes by the weight of the metal used in that piece. I would totally layer these. So I think something like this would be really fun to wear a little bit longer, and then wear like a shorter piece layered, or even wear one of these on maybe like the inlet chain. It would look cool too, and wear it a little bit longer, like 24 inches or so, and then wear one of the charms a little shorter. So these two are both olive, really beautiful olives. This is this great sort of like smoky cornflower, like icy cornflower color. And then we have the beautiful sea foam at the bottom. Hi Jane, how are you? Thank you, Donna. Okay, moving over to some sea pottery. we have, many of you know the bubblegum pink color that we had a couple of inside of our What's New Wednesday jewelry drop for July, where we featured the rubies and the pink. And so we did save just one of our little bubblegum pinks because look how beautifully it matches with that sea pottery. Isn't that so stunning? We did the cobalt blue in the middle, which I just love. So that pendant is $3.79. And then we have this nice larger pendant here, beautiful sea pottery. Both of these sea pottery pieces are from Japan. And this one has like the ocean waves, those swirls. And then we sort of match the swirls in the design. Isn't that those colors amazing together, Kristen? Yeah, they just absolutely pick up that sort of, almost looks like a watercolor painting back there. Okay, so we have those two. And then moving over. So these next two necklaces are made, it's one solid necklace. So it has the baby Rolo chain that comes out from either side. And we have this beautiful painted pink and blue. We do have pink at the bottom, but just to show you the two pinks side by side, you can see this is more of like that bubblegum pink, and this one's a little bit more of like a peachy pink. So this necklace adjusts from 16 to 18 inches long. We do always customize everything for you guys. So just know tomorrow when we have these items available in our live stream, if you end up purchasing one of these necklaces and you need it longer, we can always put a longer extender on the back for you. So right now they go from 16 to 18. They have a 2-inch extender, but we could always put a 4-inch so that you could wear it from 16 to 20 inches. Just always communicate that with us at the time of your purchase, and we'll make sure that we take care of that adjustment for you. This one here on the bottom has 3 pieces of abalone shell, all single bezel set in sterling silver with beautiful hammered shimmery accents in between. And then again, that baby Rolo chain on either side, which is, if you're not familiar with the baby Rolo, it's a beautiful sterling silver round link chain, and it's a nice like medium size. So it holds the piece and gives it like a nice weight, but it's still like, I don't want to use the word delicate because it's really durable, but smaller in size that it's not going to take away from here. I feel like the chunky silver look is rocking the focal pieces, right? Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys know I love the larger like pendants, and Sam likes the more petite, so we've kind of combined them together in this grouping. Yeah, exactly, Kristen. It's a little bit more dainty, but it's still really nice and durable. We do have the larger Rolo chain, which is like our standard Rolo, is actually this size. And then this size, although it does look a lot smaller, is actually half of the size of that chain there. So, and we do have both of these in actual chains that could be interchangeable with pendants that we'll show tomorrow night as well. So moving over here, we are going to take a look at, we have a sea pottery at the top with sea glass and a beautiful hammered, lightly hammered bar that goes across the top. This one's $2.89. And then here we have, these are actually the same style. They just look a little different because of the shape of the sea glass. So we have this one with the abalone shell in the purple, and this one with the abalone shell in the light icy blue. So you can kind of tell from the colors that the abalone shell is picking up. This abalone shell picks up some beautiful purples and turquoises, which is why we decided to use this vibrant purple with it. The abalone shell down here is a little bit lighter and softer and kind of picks up more of those icy tones. So I chose this beautiful icy aqua to go with that one. So it's very mindful when we are selecting each piece of abalone shell to go with that color, because different colors will kind of be drawn out of different pieces of abalone shell for sure. Okay, and then last but not least, for some of the sea pottery pendants here, we have 3. So we have the abalone shell, the beautiful biwa pearl, and then look at this turquoise. Isn't that amazing? It's such a gorgeous color. We have this one here at the top, and then we have sea pottery, a blister pearl, and then a piece of cornflower sea glass, and then we have the sea pottery here. So these pieces of sea pottery are from Japan. This little piece here is from Massachusetts, and then we have the dark cobalt and the beautiful cornflower that we've matched it with. Thank you, Sam. Can I just do some of these rings and bracelets? Or are we going to do all the pendants. Okay, we have one more pendant style that I'm going to show you, and then we'll jump over to the rings and bracelets, and then I'll show you the charm necklace. Sorry, Jill. I know the pottery is amazing. I feel like, I don't know, one piece you're going to love just as much as the next. They're so, so cool. And we haven't done any sea pottery since last year, so we have been really, really saving all of our sea pottery so that we could use just the most like exquisite pieces that we have inside of our collection. So yeah, they're really stunning. I'm telling you, I think I said it a couple months ago. I was like, this summer, we're just coming with it with all the designs because so many of these we're just absolutely in love with over here. So this is the last pendant style before we move over to the rings and bracelets and charms. And this is one of our little dainty pendants, which is so sweet. We have a variety of colors. Yes, Donna says the same size necklaces, exactly. And these little shells are so, so sweet. They're all really different. They all pick up different colors. So again, we've matched them with different color sea glass. They start at $159. So all of them I'm going to show you on here are $159 for the color. We have cobalt, cornflower, sort of this like icy cornflower, has a little bit of a lavender tint to it. Then we have a beautiful soft peachy pink, a white, and a lime green. I made sure that I did a pop of lime green. We've had so many people ask about the lime green. So those are the standard colors. Thank you. And then we do have some really bright, bold colors too. So some really cool oranges, an amazing sky turquoise right here, purple. Oh my gosh, look at that purple, dark turquoise, and then look at this one. Okay, it's turquoise, but it's opalescent. It has like an opalescence, and you can kind of see it looks like it has a little like right there, like light polka dot to it. That's like a whole little piece of the opalescent glass. I don't know if you guys have ever seen opalescent glass. We have a little light. We had some in February when we did our live stream. It was Davenport sea glass, and so it does have a lot of opalescence in there. Can you hold this for me so that I can? Thank you. You got it?
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to try to show you the opalescence to it. Can you kind of see it when I hold the light up? It definitely has this like glowing color to it. It's not really like a milk glass, and it's not a regular clear glass. It picks up all these different like colors of the rainbow in there. It's so, so cool. It does. So this piece is actually from the West Coast, this little piece here. And so it kind of had me wondering if maybe it was a piece of Davenport glass, just not happened to be found in Davenport, because they are known for that area for having a lot of opalescent glass. Most of the opalescent glass, I'm good, thank you, that we've ever worked with actually came from that area. But that is not where that exact piece was found. It was just from the West Coast, but not necessarily specifically from Davenport. So the small pendants are about, do you have the ruler?
I do. I'll make one for
Sam's going to measure one for you and let you know. And then at the end, we have just a couple more styles to go through to show you. But at the end, if you want to see any of them tried on so that you can get an idea of size, just let me know. I'm going to take all try-on requests at the end of the video.
They're about 1 inch in length by a 1/2 inch left to right.
Okay, so they're about 1 inch tall and then a 1/2 inch wide.
You said that so much better.
Or left to right, as Sam put it. Okay, so we have, I'm going to spin the camera around. We have a few more styles to show you. Before I do, we have a ring and a bracelet style that's like this. And so I'll spin it around, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like on. So here's the bracelet. I'm wearing the seafoam one. It's seafoam, abalone shell, and then a beautiful little swirl shell. And it does connect to one piece in the back. We did bracelets like this and rings like this. And so they're all interchangeable. You could always do like an abalone pendant or a pendant that has like this swirl shell in it. And you could mix it with a matching ring or just an abalone ring. So these are like very, very interchangeable. All of the pieces inside of this jewelry grouping are really meant to be mixed and matched. You can, have as much fun with it as you want. Like I have the seafoam bracelet with the abalone and shell on. Then I have an abalone shell ring. I have the seafoam necklace, so it kind of goes with the seafoam in my bracelet. And then I have the little whale tail earrings on that we're going to show you in a little bit. So you can definitely get as creative as you would like to with these jewelry pieces. Okay, I think I skipped over this center section here, so I'm just going to show these necklaces first. So we have this beautiful abalone shell pendant. I forgot, I kind of went right around here. And then the little swirl shell. We have 3 pendants of the swirl shell here. This one is like the Carla sized. This is going to be the largest one that we have. I did those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did all of these. I just didn't do this one.
Okay.
And I can give you guys a size on this one too. This is probably maybe like 2 1/4 inches or so. This is a really nice size. This one's 329. This one's 298, sort of like a bluish color. Let me see. Just gonna size it for you guys. So yeah, exactly 2.5 inches. You might think that I do this for a living or something. So yeah, this one's 2.5 inches from the top to the bottom. This one's probably like 2 1/4, and then we've got 2. So 287, 298, and 329. And then we have this really awesome abalone shell pendant here at the top. This is such a cool piece. So little sterling silver beads that go along the edge. We have this little hand-carved etched design to sort of look like a starburst or like a little sun rays, and then it has a fixed veil at the top. Those shells look like little rosebuds. They do, Jill. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's like once you see it, then you can't unsee it, right? But they do look like little rosebuds. They are the tiniest little spiral shells, and they are not really that flat on the back, so I did flatten the backs so that we could like get them in the settings. But the front, you can really see the little spiral too, and they're all different colors just depending on the shell. Some have more turquoise in them, some have a little bit more orange to them, just depends. Okay, so this ring has been one of the most asked about rings since we've been showing you guys a preview inside of our reels and the videos that we've been posting up on Instagram and Facebook. We have these beautiful 3-part rings. They're really fun. They match with the bracelet that I'm wearing. So we do have some bracelets and some rings together. So I'm just gonna kind of go through and show you. These are $259. They are a size 9. And then for our live streams, we always offer custom sizing and adjustments for you prior to shipping for our rings, for our bracelets. We always like to customize everything for you, kind of just like your custom jewelers here. So for these rings, they're made in a size 9, and then you'll be able to select the size that works best for you, and we'll custom size them for you before we ship them out. So that's kind of like what they look like on. These are so, so cool. So we have 2 cobalts, 2 cornflowers, a sea foam. We have 2 different like light aquas here, and then 3 turquoise. We've got some shades of purple. This is sort of like a lilac purple. This one has a little more of like a maroon to the purple, a beautiful pink, and then a softer purple here, and another like soft pink. So those are all the rings. I think 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we had 15 of them. Okay. So there are the rings. We also did some bracelets, and the same thing with the bracelets. The bracelets pretty much are made to be able to fit are the abalone shells and other shells fragile. They're a little bit more fragile than the sea glass, Vicky, but they're already in the setting. So like the fragile, delicate part is over. Like the making process is a little bit more tedious and time consuming, but now that they're encased in the silver, you shouldn't have to worry about it at all. I still would be very mindful of like not to wear these, you know, in the shower, not to wear them in hot tubs and things like that. And I did mention before that with the abalone shell and anything that has pearls, you don't want to put that in a dip liquid cleaner that you'd normally use for silver, because it will take the luster off. So you do want to be a little bit careful, but you can absolutely like, you know, wear it and be comfortable wearing it. Yeah. Okay, so I have the seafoam one on. So we do have the seafoam that goes right here. Then we have turquoise, purple, pink, another like lighter turquoise, purpley color, cornflower, and then cobalt. And all of these bracelets are $398. And just like the rings, we always offer the custom sizing to those. So to size your wrist, what you'll basically want to do is just take a string, wrap the string around your wrist to find your wrist length, and then add a 1/2 inch if you like the bracelet to fit a little tighter, or a full inch if you like it to fit a little looser, and then we can custom size these for you prior to shipping. So let me flip this around a little bit. So my wrist measures, if I take like a string and I measure my wrist, it measures about 6 1/2, 6 1/4, somewhere around there. And then I usually add 1 full inch to get to about a 7 1/2, because I like my bracelets to fit a little bit looser. I don't like them to be too tight on my wrist. So that's how you find your bracelet size. Your bracelet size and your wrist size are 2 separate things. So if you purchase one of the bracelets during our live stream, we will ask for your bracelet size. If you send us your wrist size, we're gonna ask you what bracelet size you want, because we don't wanna make the assumption of adding a 1/2 inch or a full inch. You know, if you like them tighter or looser, we wanna make sure that, you know, we're making them to fit close to what's comfortable for you. So that's how you can find your size, and this is what they look like on. So they can comfortably fit up to, I'd say like an 8, 8 1/4 inch wrist comfortably, or down to any size. And to make them smaller, we'll just kind of like take some silver off the edge here and just like rework it so that it's comfortable to put on and off. But with the rings and the bracelets, we like to custom size everything exactly for you to make sure that these pieces are something that you'll put on and that you're comfortable with. We don't want them sitting in the bottom of your jewelry box. And where we have the capability to do that here, you'll notice if you start, you know, attending our live streams, we do like to make sure everything's customized for you. So, okay, moving on to some sea pottery rings. We have these here, which are so fun. Each one has such a beautiful pattern. They're so unique. The colors are amazing. We even have like a purple, which is very rare to find for sea pottery. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see them. Aren't they so beautiful? So these are all $198. They have a lightly hammered band with a little bead on either side. And then we do have 2 at the top that are a little bit more petite, and these are $185. So there are all the sea pottery. We also have, sorry, we're downtown. If you guys hear all kinds of commotion going on outside, there's like fire trucks and they're doing road work. So it's very busy down here today. So the same thing for the abalone shell rings. We have the lightly hammered bands, which I love with the like sort of like shimmering look of the abalone shell, because it reminds me of the sunlight just kind of glistening off the ocean. These are all very shimmery. So we have $185 back here, and then $198, and this one is not mine, I'm just wearing it. This one's $198 as well. So there are the abalone shell. And then we have this style here. Some beautiful rings. It's a really beautiful tapered ring. These are $198. And then we do have that little swirl shell. That's $189. We do have multiples of this shell. I think we have like 5 of them or so. And then all of the sea glass are one of a kind. Really beautiful colors. And those are made to go with these bracelets. We always get lots of requests for matching sets. So we did try to make a good amount that match for you. Sam, I think we had a couple prices for these bracelets. Were these like $349? These were less, I think. And then these were $1. I think I lost a little sticker. I lost my sticker off to the side, but the $369 is for the sea glass, and then I just have to double check my notes. These are either $349 or $359 with the shells, but they're a little bit less than the sea glass. These are all the really fun cuff bracelets. Did you double check for me? It's okay. I don't need it right now. I'll double check, but at least they get the ballpark of it. I'll check my paper. Okay, perfect. So those are the cuff bracelets. And then I do have a cuff bracelet that we did with the abalone shell too, which is really exquisite. This is like, look at that abalone. That's so beautiful. It's like the ultimate mermaid bracelet. It actually looks really pretty with that ring too. So same thing on this cuff. We'll offer the custom sizing for you so that we can size it to whatever is comfortable. Okay, now that we've gone over the jewelry that is like set out, I'm gonna show you the charm style. So all of these little charms here, all of the abalone charms here, you can certainly wear on a chain, kind of like we have them displayed. This is our curb style chain, but the idea behind them was for you to have the opportunity to be able to mix and match them. So if you want one on a chain, you'll be able to purchase just this little charm by itself. Tomorrow night in the live stream, we do offer these curb style chains here. You might have a small chain at home, so you might just want to get the pendant and slide it on a chain at home. That's totally fine. But the other thing that we made to wear them together with is these really fun sterling silver charm holders. And so we have the charm holders here, hitting the beach in San Diego. Thanks for the preview and the love you put into your craft. Oh, thank you, Susie. You're so sweet. Have so much fun. Oh my gosh, I wish I could join you in the beach in San Diego. It'd be better than the beach here right now. It feels like fall here. Have so much fun. Thanks for joining us, Susie. Thank you. I'll show it on here because I want to. Okay, so here are the charm holders that we made. And they're like this. So it's this beautiful sterling silver pendant. Again, we have our signature bail, our beautiful bail that you've come to know and love on so many of our items. And then these open like this. And then they can just snap closed. So when you open them, you'll be able to slide on any charm that you like. And so we did a ton of charms so that you guys can choose how you want to put these together. And I really wanted the pendant to be very sleek. I've seen other charm holder designs, and sometimes they're basically made like a large clasp where you just like push the side of the clasp in and then can like open and close. I wanted this to work more on like a hinge base. So it has a little hinge in here and then you just snap it closed, because looking at it, I wanted it to just be really seamless. So this is our new charm holder, and then all of the charms that I'm going to show you can either be worn on a chain, right? You could just take this charm and slide it through on one of these chains, or you could get the charm holder and sort of mix and match and make a pendant however you like with multiple chains on there. Will you be doing the charms at the end of the live? I'm not sure, Lisa. It just depends tomorrow on however the jewelry is set up for me. Sam and a couple girls on our team set everything up, and I always go from left to right. So it just depends on where they are or our timing. They might be at the end. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that's the charm holder. It's $98. The charm holder that I just showed you is $98. I'm going to show you now all of the charms that we have. And again, they can just be worn either on the chain or they can be put on the charm holder. So this is why we have so much additional jewelry this time, because we have tons and tons of charms. So, and these make great little pendants too. Like, I'm sure, how would you wear it, Sam, just by itself? Yeah.
I might wear it on its own as a little charm.
Yeah. I feel like these are great for like anybody that likes something a little bit more petite. So these are all, let me see, $60? Yeah, these are all $60, and they're all these beautiful little shells set in sterling silver. So we have the one I just showed you, and then I'll kind of just show up close. This one has pink, that one's sort of like white and pink with purple. They're all a little different.
We have a few more shells before you move to abalone.
Okay, so we have those shells that I just showed you. We have all these shells, which are really cool. Some of these, I was like debating or not if we should set them, but I think they came out so cool. This is like a very three-dimensional, almost like little spiral shell, but I thought they were so funky. Like, aren't they so cute? And then this is just like a beautiful little pink shell. So we have just these two. And then we have another one that's pink. So they're all very one of a kind. That one has some great orange in it. So those are all $60 for the charms. And then we have the abalone shell as well. So somebody asked earlier, oh, hi Pat, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I think Vicky, you were asking earlier about durability. So once they're in the sterling silver, like that's the hardest part was, you know, getting the silver to like, you know, be in the abalone shell to be in the setting, because we have the weight and the heaviness of the silver being moved and manipulated around the shells. Once they're in there, this really gives it like a good protection, because you have the sterling silver that's, you know, nice and durable around the entire shell. With that said, you do want to be careful when you're cleaning these. So you don't want to use a dip cleaner in them, because it will kind of take the luster off. Like a silver dip cleaner is very strong, and that takes the luster off of the abalone shell and also off of your pearls. I also would suggest not to wear these in the water. Take them off before you shower, and definitely take them off before you go in pools or hot tubs, because the chemicals can be really harsh on the shells. So, you know, be a little bit careful with them, careful of where you're wearing them, but once they're on, they're still going to have, you know, a good level of durability, so you don't have to worry about them when you're wearing them, just where you're wearing them, if that makes sense.
I like that. Where you wear them.
Just where you're wearing them. Okay, so those are all the $60 range charms. That's sort of like the first tier. Then we do have some, these two are a little bit larger. Those are $75, and then we have $45 for this shell and $45 for these beautiful little sea potteries. And some of them have color on the back too. Yeah, you just have to see. It might be the bigger ones, but I'm going to flip them all over. Yeah, that one does. That one has the pattern on the front and the back. That one does.
Secret.
Yeah, it has the pattern on the front and the back, which is really cool. For anybody that's just joining in, welcome. We are doing a preview of the jewelry items that we're going to have available tomorrow and Friday night in our 2-part live stream event that's called From the Mermaid's Purse. It features seashells, sea pottery, sea glass, and abalone shell. So tomorrow night we're going to be having available the necklaces and the earrings, and then Friday night will be rings and bracelets, and we're just doing a little preview right now. So these items are not available on our Lita Sea Glass Jewelry website. They're going to be exclusively available in tomorrow night's live stream. Okay, and then these are also all $45 sizes. Is that one too?
Yes.
Okay, these are all the $45 size. So we do have one more shell here, and then these sweet little abalone shell and seashells. These are really fun with like some orange colors, which are cool. And then again with the sea pottery, just always make sure you flip it over, because some of them have the color on the back and front. That one looks like a little heart. Okay, and then these are also the $60 size. These are a little bit bigger than the ones that I just showed you. Would love the shell with at wide end of shell to look like the logo. Oh yeah, it does. It's like our little. So here are all the little sea potteries. Yeah, the bail at the wide end. Okay, sea pottery, and I will flip them over tomorrow too, so you can see both sides. And then here are two that are larger, and then we have our charm holder that I just showed you a few minutes ago. So there's the charm holder, and then we have two that are a little bit larger. So you can absolutely wear them on a pendant. As a pendant, instead of this smaller chain, you could put them on a Rolo. You could do whatever you like, or you could slide them on the charm holder for like a bigger look. So, and then of course we do have some sea glass, and we do have multiples of some of our standard colors. So we do have, I think, like 10 of each, right? Of the aqua, the cornflower, the cobalt. I think we just have a couple of the honey amber. These are all $45. There are reversible bezel wrap charms. Oh, thank you, Erin. I have to say, this one was like my baby to like create and work on. We have been working on this for so long. And it's funny because I tend to like to do different styles or different themes for like the seasons. So even though sea glass is very summery, and I feel like you can wear sea glass year round, I feel like this is like a summery grouping of jewelry to create, even though I'd wear it any time of the year. So so these are all $45. We do have like a gray, a white, a pink, lavender, seafoam, green. I really wanted to make these customizable for you and very interchangeable, so you'd be able to wear any of these little charms on the charm holder or by themselves, right? Like you could absolutely do like a piece of sea glass, a seashell charm on there, an abalone shell charm, and just sort of like, you know, wear 4 or 5 of them on there at once, which would be really pretty. So here are some yellow tones. So our standard colors are 45. Any of the rare colors are going to be 60. We're going to get into some more rare colors right now. We have some reds and turquoises. Do any of those glow, Sam? I don't know if we have the, oh, she does have it. What about the yellow? Yeah, the yellows do, Vicky. All three of the yellows do. Isn't that fun, Lindsay? Yeah, the charm holders are really, really cool. I love options no matter what I'm doing. If I'm eating, I love like appetizer plates. Can I have the,
sorry.
If I'm eating, I love like appetizer plates because I love being able to have like one of these and one of those and just kind of like, you know, pick and have little options. And I feel like it's the same way with jewelry. So we have the orange here at the top. It's like a tangerine color. That one glows. So the charms, Pat, for the abalone shell, they start at 45 and go up to 60.
We have two big ones that are 75.
Oh, and then we have two big ones that are 75. Can I have the yellow again to show them the ones that glow? And then we have two larger abalone that are 75 that I just showed before here. There we go. And then we have all of these abalone shell. I just showed these maybe a few minutes before you jumped on. These are all 60. So they're all just different shapes. And I will probably just go one by one tomorrow night. That's why we didn't do an after party this time, because just with the charms, we have so many pieces. So I'll just do all those individually tomorrow night to show you guys each one by one.
We have 3 more little charms.
Okay. And then we have 3 more little charms that I made before I go show you guys some earrings. I wanted to make sure that you could build these charm necklaces. Let me flip this around. I wanted to make sure that you could build these charm necklaces however you like and be able to also incorporate maybe some jewelry pieces that you've purchased from us in the past. So can I see the charm holder again, please? So many of you know, for like a What's New Wednesday in June, and then also the beginning of the year, we did some pearls. So I did a beautiful coin pearl little charm. This one is that sort of like pinkish purple color. Oh, you can load them up, Vicky. Hi, Chris. How are you? You could probably fit, I don't know, 10 on there if you wanted. I'll put a couple and show you what they look like. So we have this purplish pink one that you can add. We did the coin pearl rings like this in the past, earrings, bracelets, rings. So if you wanted to kind of mix and match and make a charm necklace to go with some of your jewelry that you've already purchased, and then maybe put like a seashell or something, you can interchange them. And we have lots of these. We have multiples of these. We also have multiples of this. I just did a nice, simple little pearl accent. And then I wanted to also do a little biwa pearl for you guys too. Isn't this so cute? The little white biwa pearl. How many charm holders will we have? I think we have like 25 of these. We did quite a few. So we hopefully won't run out. If we do sell out, then we've been talking about maybe doing, if there's enough interest, we're thinking about doing a What's New Wednesday, because we did the same thing with earrings too. But I didn't do as many of the earrings because you have to slide them on the hoops, and I wasn't sure. It's just like our first time doing this with you guys. So if it goes over really well and we have a lot of people asking, we can always do a What's New Wednesday in a couple weeks with them. So here's what it looks like with 3, Vicky. This is also another reason I wanted to do the biwa pearl. I wanted to give you something that had like some length to it. So of course, when you do multiples, one will go over the top, one will go to the back. You might have to get strategic with how you're layering them. But that's only with the 3. So I think I had like 6 on mine the other day. I don't know if I would do more than like 8 or so that you could really see them. I think 3 or 5 looks ideal. But if you fell in love with a bunch of them, you could sort of like mix and match them out, swap them out to go with different looks. Can I have maybe just like a plain sea glass one to put on here? So 3 shows really well, especially when you do different sizes. Like you could do like a sea glass, a sea pottery, or like an abalone shell or something, and then a smaller pearl, because that's going to layer a little bit shorter, or a longer biwa pearl here to wear in the back. And then what are the prices of these? They were...
The freshwater pearl is $18, and the coin pearl
So this one is $18, And then these two, the Be Well Pearl and the Coin Pearl, those are $20? Yeah, those are 20.
Yes.
So they're really scoopable. You can kind of, so there it is with the sea glass. I'd probably put the sea glass in the middle, but just kind of adding them on. I mean, there's 4 and you can still see them really well. I'd probably put another one, like a sea glass or a seashell or an abalone over here to the side. So that's 5. I definitely say 3 to 5 easily. If you get more than 5, they might start to overlap a little bit more.
Shell there if you want.
Oh yeah, let me do that too. I just have to take them off. You just, whatever one you want to show on this side, of course, you just have to put on first. So I'm going to put a seashell on first, and then I'm going to put the biwa pearl, the long pearl, and then I'm going to put the sea glass, and then I'm going to put the coin pearl and the little pearl. Let's see what that looks like. It's almost like a game. You guys will be playing with these in different ways at home. Isn't that cute like that? I like kind of layering them up when you have some that are different lengths. Let me turn this camera around because look at how, so I moved the sea glass to like the 3rd one. And then this is the biwa stick pearl, which is great for adding some length. And the same thing with these shells. And then the sea glass and the little pearl are going to be a little shorter. So it just kind of gives like a variety of length. Isn't that cool? Hey, Sydney. Hi, Claire. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. So that's just a little peek at what they look like. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the earrings. And I did something similar for the earrings. Before I show you the charm earrings, I'll show you some of our standard earrings. We did these cute little posts. Aren't those adorable? Little swirl shell posts. We have a few different pairs of those. Those are 85. And then we have this earring. Maybe it's better to do the earrings this way. The little whale tail. Oh, thank you, Pat. Yeah, I feel so much better than last week. I literally couldn't. When I did the live stream last week telling you guys that I was going to postpone this event that we're doing now, we were originally had planned to do this live stream last Thursday and Friday, and I think like last Wednesday or Tuesday I went on. That was like the last day I could even really talk. My voice is still a little like raspy, but pretty much the next day and the day after that, it was like totally gone. So this is much better. I still have a little bit of a cough, but I feel night and day better than I did. Okay, so we have the little whale tail earring here, which these are so cute and comfortable. I'm somebody that really loves like a bigger earring, but I would absolutely wear these, which is why I have them on. They're so adorable, and they're really lightweight and comfortable. They don't move at all. It's one solid earring, so it doesn't have like a dangle. They just perfectly like sit in your ear. Aren't those so cute? So these are, do we not have a price on those?
We do them over here.
I will have to get you guys a price on those. We have so many different moving parts. I didn't have to put a price together on those. So I'll get back to you with those. Then we have 3 different size hoops, okay? You can come in. We have 3 different size hoops. We have this size, which is kind of like our larger size. It's not necessarily large on its own, but it's our larger size for our event, because the idea is you can open it and slide on the sea glass into where you're really excited about these.
These are so fun.
They are so fun. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have like 16 pairs. And we don't have all the sea glass colors because you guys know all of our jewelry is handmade. And so to do one of these live streams every single month, to be quite frank, we ran out of time to make any more than we did. So we have like 15 pairs. But what I'm thinking of is if we get a lot of requests for just like the sea glass part, like the part that can slide onto the hoop, excuse me, we're thinking that we might do like a What's New Wednesday. So we have 15 pairs for Friday night, which is fun. It'll be great to get us started, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes. But same thing with these. Technically, if you have a couple different pairs, you can just like slide them on there and get the hoop. And then you also have the option, if you're just having a day that's kind of like you're out doing errands and you don't want to get too dressy, well then you can also just wear the hoop by itself too. So these earrings are so fun and interchangeable. They give you a lot of different options. So this was the larger size hoop. Those are 56. Then we have a smaller size hoop, which is so cute. These are 44. And I'll show you the same sea glass layered on there. They're so cute. I usually love like bigger, but even the smaller ones I think are so sweet, especially when you have the dangle of the sea glass. It really just gives it such a different look. Isn't that adorable? Same thing, you can wear it together, or you're just out and about and you don't feel like being sea glass and fancy. You can just do a little hoop, little tiny hoop. So cute. Okay, and then last but not least, we do have this earring too. We have a really fun like teardrop shaped hoop, which is so cute to slide them on too. And please, everybody always asks me which one's my favorite. Please don't even ask me which one my favorite is. I couldn't answer that. I feel like I'd want one of each size so I could wear them for different things at different times, because look how cute that is. Do I love it more than the bigger round hoop? I can't say that I do. I don't know. I just love them all. I love the concept. The oval is really cute. The round is awesome because then you can just wear the hoops by themselves afterwards. Even the petite ones, I'm like a big jewelry person, but the petite ones are so cute and comfortable. So I don't know. Whatever, you can't go wrong. So don't even worry about choosing the wrong one. You can't. You're going to love them all. So
It's a hoop for every occasion.
It's a hoop for every occasion, and you guys know I love my hoops. So, okay, so those are the hoop earrings. Then to show you the charms that we have to interchange on them, we have the aqua that I just showed you. So these are a little awkward to like hold up because I'm just showing you like this, but they interchange. So we have one pair of aqua, we have one pair of turquoise, and we have started making some more of these to like interchange. So again, if we get a lot of requests, we only have 15 pairs, but we will be happy to do like a What's New Wednesday coming up in the not too distant future to fill in. We could just do like a charm earring and charm pendant What's New Wednesday. So we have a light lavender. I wonder if I can just actually take this.
Give them a little close up of the print.
Yeah,
Here's the,
just like this.
Might need this.
No, it's fine. If you can just hold it like that, I can adjust. Sam's just holding this for me. So we have these up here, seashells, 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 abalone shell, which I don't know if we do a What's New Wednesday, it probably would only be with the sea glass, because to be completely honest, matching the abalone shell is even more difficult than matching the sea glass pieces, because the abalone really only has one side that looks right. The other side just looks like the back of the shell. You know what I mean? So those are really challenging to match up, and the same thing with the sea pottery. So if we did a What's New Wednesday, it would just be sea glass colors. But we have some little tiny shells here. So cute. Then we have some sea pottery matches here for you, and then a couple pairs of sea glass. Yeah, that works, right, Pat? There we go. And there are the hoops. Okay. So now I will keep it facing this way. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. You got to see them all side by side. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to move over to some earrings. I wanted to, the mermaid tail flukes will look great match with the petals on the flower pieces. Oh, that's so cute, Jill. I didn't even think about that, but it does. The flower pieces that we did a little ways back, it kind of has that same design like this with like the leaves. That's so cute. I love it. Absolutely. Little mermaid tails. So we have a few earrings that we did that are, I'm just going to hold them up this way for you guys one by one, because we have no space now on the table behind me. It's loaded with jewelry, which is the best. I love when it's all set up. It just looks like a little storefront over here. Okay, so I wanted to do just some earrings that are seashells, lightweight, comfortable, really cute. So you guys, those of you that are familiar with our jewelry, and my apologies if you are new, welcome. We're so happy to have you. Our community, so many people in our community have been with us for so long. We have such an amazing community that we all know each other really well, so you will get to know each other very soon, I'm sure. But I tend to just think that everybody knows because we have a community that's been with us for so long. So I will kind of stop and explain a little bit more as I go. But we have an amazing couple of machines, some laser welders in our studio that we use to weld all of our jump rings. So if ever you're purchasing a piece of jewelry from us that has drilled sea glass or drilled seashells where there's a sterling silver ring that goes through it, just rest assured that everything is welded. Typically with sea glass, because it's actual glass, you can't normally do a solder, because if you were to put a soldering torch next to a seashell or next to a piece of sea glass to heat and solder that jump ring, the glass would crack. But with our welder, we're able to make sure all of the jewelry is really secure and durable. So just know that these are really like solid, durable pieces that will last a lifetime for you. So these are $59 for this style. We do have 3 of them, so they're just all different colors, a little bit different sizes, because we like to keep everything so organic, just like the sea glass. Each one is a different size, different shape, right? Each one is so unique. The seashells, different size, different shape. The pearls. We have an organic theme here. Okay, and then I also wanted to do some that are a little more dangly. These are all $69. Oh, thank you, Kathy. These have sea foam and the pearl and the seashell. These have white sea glass, the pearl and the seashell. And then we do have a cornflower and a cobalt pair as well. And I'd say the cobalt is probably like the longest / like largest of those. And then last but not least, is this the last earring style? Mm-hmm. I think so. Yes. Last but not least, we have a bezel set earring that matches those like petite pendants that look exactly like this in a pendant. So these are $249. We have a purple, a pink, cornflower, white, and then Sam's gonna hold up the turquoise and the aqua. So we did these to be able to match to the small pendants. Whew. And I think that's it. That was like a marathon of a preview. So I will now open it up to questions and try-ons, anything that you guys want to see on. You may have said it, but I had to drop off those kitten paw shells. I haven't heard, I'll have to double check, Carol. I'm not sure if that's like a nickname for these shells or not, but I will double check and let you know. I haven't heard of a kitten paw shell. I love that. So cute. The pink shell with the sea glass. So the larger ones that kind of look like a scallop shell, those are called sunrise shells. And I think sometimes they are specific to, I think sunrise shells, or that term is kind of specific to Hawaii. These are from Japan. So I'm sorry, I'm not sure of your first name, but done for these. That is, Tina. Hi, Tina. So all of these items are going to be featured tomorrow night and Friday night. We're doing a 2-part live stream. So tomorrow will be necklaces and earrings, and then Friday is rings and bracelets. These exact items are not on our website. Our website is filled with tons of things if you're looking for some other types of styles, but these items are specific to our live stream. We do a live stream once every month so that we can hang out and kind of show you these unique curated collections of jewelry. So that's what we're working on and showing you here. So yeah, hi, welcome. I think, Kathy, it was these earrings that you were asking about, the pink with the shell. These are $249. The other longer earrings that I was just showing that have the drilled pieces in them, those were $69. And then the shells that didn't have any sea glass, those were $59 or $49.
She says, could you try them on, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So this pink and the shell were more of the pendant, she says. Yes, Sam's gonna grab that one for me. I think it's the one that matches this. Hi, Joan. So if anybody wants to see anything up close, if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to do some try-ons for you. Oh, thanks.
Person jewelry.
Okay, so this one I think is a 16-inch. So this one is a 16-inch. I normally wear an 18-inch, which will be a little longer, but I just wanted to point that out to you. So here is, do you have the little flashlight? What the pendant looks like on Kathy, and then the earrings. Oh, that's really bright. I was hoping that would help you see it a little bit better, but it's really bright. Alrighty.
Someone else asked a try-on question.
Pink and purple pendant with pottery, please. Absolutely, Donna.
What do you think? This-
Yeah. No, pink and purple. Pink and purple. I'm gonna show you. Oh, Sam. Oh, it's because it's backwards.
I tried to do the necklace.
No, the chains are just put on left to right instead of right to left. So then it just, I'm really particular. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed anybody that's purchased from us and received your jewelry, but most people are right-handed, so we always put the chains on so that it goes right to left so that you can just put them on really easily. Alrighty, pink and blue. I think this one.
Pink and blue. Okay, perfect.
This one right here, Donna, I think. Yeah. If it's not that one, just let me know and I will try the one on, but this one is so cool. We're going to try it on anyways. Yeah. So that's so, oh my God, those colors are amazing.
She says, yay.
That's
We got
so
the one.
pretty. So this is like that, we've been calling it that bubblegum pink because it's just that really striking pink color. Isn't that insane? And then this is that beautiful midnight cobalt, and this piece of sea pottery is just absolutely amazing. You know, of course, just like with the sea glass, you never know how the sea pottery is gonna break and end up in the ocean. You never know like what you're gonna find. But just the colors with the pink and then that little stem and the blue, it looks like a little watercolor painting. Really, really pretty. So the chains are, how much are the popcorn chains? So we have a variety of chains. This is a Rolo style chain. This here is called a popcorn style chain. I'll actually turn the camera around so that you can see them up close. Yeah, the chains are all separate because they're a variety of different styles and different lengths. So that's kind of, some people like a 16-inch, some people like an 18-inch, some people like a heavier chain or a smaller chain. So we sell our pendants and our chains separately. And then the idea is that if you have a chain at home, you certainly don't have to get another chain. You can always get the pendant and slide it on. But the idea is that, you're welcome, Donna. You can always have a few pendants and a few different chains and then interchange them. So this one's called the popcorn style chain. It kind of flexes a little bit. Isn't that cool?
They start at $38.
This chain starts at $38 for a 16-inch, and we do have different lengths available. And then we have our Rolo style chain, which I think starts about like $35 or so for a 16-inch. We have this chain style here, which is a smaller length chain that starts around like 12 or 16, I believe. 16, and then it goes up depending on the length because we price by the gram weight of metal. So the longer the chain, the higher the price will be with the chain. Do you have a sea pottery with a stick pearl? I believe we do. Let me see. Oh, we might, let me see. So we have these. This one had the abalone shell here at the top, abalone with the biwa pearl. And then we have the seashells over here. Oh, you're welcome. We have the seashells. We had this one. This one might be the one you were thinking of, but that has the sea glass and the sea pottery. I don't think we have any of the sea pottery with the pearls, the stick pearls. We have this abalone shell one here. Oh, you're welcome, Vicky. With the pearls at the top. Okay, let me move back to you guys. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you found us. Awesome, awesome. Lori, hi. Just wanted to check your name really quick. Nice to meet you, Lori. Thanks for joining us. Can I give you those? Okay, does anybody, I'll stay on for a few more minutes and I will save this. So if anybody just kind of like came in the middle, I'll give you that one. Definitely just let me know. We're going over a preview for tomorrow night's live stream. We're going live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, showcasing our From the Mermaid's Purse jewelry items. We did have somebody that was asking about sizing for this bracelet, which I did talk a little bit about before. But basically, we always size our bracelets and the rings for you guys to make sure that it's custom sized specific to you. So we do have this particular cuff bracelet in a variety of sea glass colors, and we offer sizing from like 6.5 inch all the way up to 8.5 inch. So you can always let us know what size you need when you place your order, and then we will custom size it for you. Carol says, how much are the charm necklaces without any charms? They're $98, Carol. And then, excuse me, do you have the little piece? The charm necklace. Thank you. So just this piece here is $98, and then the charms start like, it depends on what type, but this little pearl charm is like $18. These are $20. The sea glass is $45. The shells start at like $45, and then they go up. Our largest ones are about $75, but most of them fall in the $45 to $60 range. Yeah, but you can get just the charm holder by itself. Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of cute to just wear, even just like with a pendant. If you have other charms or other pendants, you can slide like a little pendant on there, anything that just has a ring at the top, and you can build them out to be as petite or as like, you know, large as you'd like. And then if you put that charm holder on a Rolo chain, kind of like this, can I actually see that one? It's gonna give it a totally different look. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. But if you have a small chain and then a little bit bigger of a chain, you can always wear it like this on the petite chain that I just showed you, or you can have all of your charms like this and put it on a Rolo chain. Isn't that cool? Just gives it a totally different look to it. It's really, really fun. Looks cool. What are the prices of the hoop earrings? So, hi Arlene. So the hoop earrings, they start at, do you want to bring the tray over? What is it, 45?
44.
They start at 44, and then they just go up depending on the size. So we have the small one here, 44, 56. These are a little bit more oval. Those are 65. And then all of these charms here that get to slide on are like 120, 98. So the top is 120 and all of these are 98. And then you can always wear just the hoops by themselves if you like as well. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that I have this out of here, I can give you guys a little skim if you want. Can I give you this? Thank you. Sure. Okay, I just have this out of my holder here. I can give you like a skim of everything, and then I will save this. Oh, you're welcome. So here's just a little skim of the table. Hi, Laura. We have all these rings. If I like scroll back and you see the table, it is just like jam-packed. Yeah, and then there's more charms over here next to Sam. All of these over here too. So, okay, I'll give a little skim of everything. And then tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard, we're doing necklaces and earrings. We're also going to announce the winner of our giveaway. So if you haven't had a chance, definitely jump over there so that you can enter into the giveaway. We have that beautiful necklace that we're giving away that has the shell and the pearl. Here's some rings. And then we'll announce the winner of that giveaway at the beginning of our live stream tomorrow night. And then we do have more giveaways that we'll be doing throughout the live stream and at the end. And then we have some giveaways for Friday night as well. Okay, so then these are the charms over here. We have a bunch of like reds and turquoises. We have, some whites and some sea foams back there. More reds in the back. These are just like layers and layers of charms. We have some yellows, some beautiful shells and pottery. We have some shells and abalone in the back. We have some up here. We have some right here. Some earrings. And then some of the earrings here. So that is a skim of everything that we have in front of us. Oh my gosh, Carol. Yes, absolutely. It has been so busy. Absolutely. Even just, what really takes so much of the time too is like the sorting through all the abalone shell, the sorting through all of the sea glass, the pearls, the seashells. When we're trying to match everything up, I get very particular about excuse me, the colors, like, so the tone that comes out of the abalone shell with the tone of the sea glass, like some abalone shell has a little more turquoise and some of them have a little bit more purples, and so we like to mix and match the sea glass colors with that. So yeah, so we're not doing an after party, Laura. We're doing necklaces and earrings tomorrow, and then we're going to be doing the rings and bracelets on Friday night. So I'm not going to do an after party because we do have, with all of the charm options, it just makes it be a little bit more items. Can I see the earrings left of the whale earrings, please? Sure. I might just need some sort of drink, but I don't have my water bottle with me. Do we have anything? Thank you. I don't want to give you my germs. I haven't been sick in a week. Sam's giving me her water bottle. Best sister-in-law ever. Thank you. I just didn't want to start coughing. To the left of the whale. I think it's these sea pottery, Vicky. We have these.
Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm. They're really cool. Those are little sea potteries. So those are the ones to the left. I can't necessarily hold it up without having it all, but you want to hold it right there?
Yeah.
I'm going to take this tablet out. There we go. So all of these charms can like slide on the hoops. This is like our largest hoop. We have the small hoop and the oval hoop, and then these can slide on to be like a little charm hoop earring. These are the little shells. And then these are sea pottery. 1, 2, 3, 4 sea pottery. We have 2 of the abalone shell and then 4 pairs of sea glass. Yeah, absolutely. The bracelets and rings with the 3 stones. I will save it in the replay too, Laura. But here's the rings and the bracelets. All the different colors. And then I am wearing one of the bracelets in the sea foam. Isn't that a pretty color? So, so cool. So yeah, lots and lots of goodies. Okay, so let me get back to, may I see the sea pottery pendant with the blue sea glass? Sure. The sea pottery has blue and white. Absolutely. We have a couple, so I'm going to give you a little skim like this just to make sure. We have this one that has the blue and white. We also have this one here that has the blue and white. And then, let me move that. This one that Sam kind of said it looks like a dragonfly has the blue and white. This one, I guess a lot of them have blue and white. Yeah, we do have some matching sets in lavender, Laura. And then this one has blue and white with the turquoise. So hopefully one of those, if any of those stick out to you, Lori, and you want me to try it on for you, just let me know. Whoops. We have this one with the turquoise. This one's a heart. That one's a leaf. We'll call that one the dragonfly. And we'll call that one the swirl. So if any of those jump out, you can just say any of those words and I can try it on for you. Is it the swirl? Just let me know. I'm happy to try it on. And then Laura, for a matching set, we can match with cobalt. Oh, the one that has a turquoise? Okay, awesome. I'll try that one on for you.
I think Laura had her eyes on the purples.
Yeah. So the purple, that's I think what she said. The purple here, Laura. And then we do have the matching purple ring. We've got 3 different shades of purple in the ring. I'd say this bracelet probably goes with, yeah, I just can't hold it all at once with the tablet. It's gotta go that way. There we go. Yeah, I'd say this bracelet goes with that ring. I'd do those two together. Yeah, probably those two, Laura. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now I moved my little setup. Might take me a minute. Sorry, I don't mean to make you guys seasick. I just like to get this in the setting. There we go. Okay, so let's try the turquoise, and I can try the purple one on for you up close too, Laura, if you'd like. Are they all backwards? Did you just swap that?
I did.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be like, bah. This is like the cutest little piece of sea glass. Has such beautiful colorings. So one of the reasons why we selected the turquoise sea glass to go with it is that I'm not sure if you guys can see it up close, but around each little petal actually has like a turquoise outline, and I just feel like that turquoise color really made it pop. Isn't that so fun? So sweet. And so then it has a double bezel setting with beads on either side, and then a bead at the bottom for a little accent. Yeah. Sure. Hi, Janice. Yeah, this is the Stardust style chain, Lori, which is so sweet because it has like a bead every so often, and anytime that we do a setting that has little beaded accents, I just feel like it pulls out those little accents and really complements it well. So Janice, I'm just going to show Laura a bracelet and a ring, and then I will jump over to show you the big abalone necklace. That one, thank you. So Laura, here's the bracelet, the purples. I'll show you what it looks like on that one. And really, I think any of the rings would like complement it. I'd probably do this one with it, which was the one in the middle. And there is one that's a little bit brighter. Yeah, I'd still probably do that one, but I feel like any of them would really blow. We have three, so I might as well show you all three. Here they are. So that one would go, that one would go. You could really even do that one. But I think I would do that one or that one. Yeah. Okay, and then the necklace. Whoops. Okay, I think it was this one, Janice, the big abalone. Thank you. So this one is adjustable in the back from 16 inch to 18 inch. We just want to put a lobster clasp on that. Yes. And the nice thing about this necklace, other than the fact that it's adjustable in the back, I have it at the shorter length. This is at 16, but for anybody that gets a necklace tomorrow, if it's connected to the chain, like not a pendant made together as a necklace, we do have an adjustable piece in the back, but I'm more than happy to extend it for you. So it normally comes with a 2-inch extender. If you'd like a 4-inch extender, always just leave us a message in with your order at checkout and we'll adjust that for you. That's no problem, because you do want it to fall just slightly lower than where it's falling on me now. Actually, I'll show you. That way the little pieces don't move forward. As long as it falls the right neckline for you, it's gonna fit really comfortably because the weight of the center is heavier than the weight on the ends. And so you'll see. Yeah. Isn't that so pretty? So we have the two beautiful abalone shell here in the center, and then we have the cobalt on the ends, like a midnight cobalt, and then we have the beautiful aqua. That's so pretty. And then we chose to do the baby Rolo style chain on the sides for this one, which is really sweet. That's the chain that I was wearing, the heavier Rolo, and then this is like the smaller version. It's a really nice, durable, round link chain. Yeah.
This one is $4.59.
This one's $4.59, Janice. I hope that's the correct one. We do have one other one, which is this one. It maybe was that one, so I'll try that one on for you as well. And this one is $2.98. And this one has like round hammered sterling silver links in between. Okay, so this one too, it needs to go on the other side, but it's together. Maybe you want to make a list? Thank you. I might need you to help me because I'm not left-handed. Oh, I'm just going to hold it there for you so that you can see. I got to switch the clasp on this one because I'm not left-handed, but let's try. There we go. Okay. Look at that.
Extra skill.
Ambidextrous. Okay, here's the all abalone one. Isn't that pretty? So it's got 3 pieces, the hammered sterling silver, and then the little baby Rolo chain on either end. Ooh, sorry. And I feel like the color goes with everything. The abalone shell, you know, it's going to pick up purples and it's going to pick up greens and turquoises. Like whatever color you wear, the abalone shell is going to absolutely pick up those colors in there. So that's everything that we have to show you guys. I will save this video to our feed. Our feed, basically, just want to explain because we do get a lot of questions about the technical terms of Instagram, but our feed is basically our Lita Seaglass jewelry page on Instagram. So if you're looking for this replay video, just go to our Lita Seaglass Instagram page and you'll be able to find it. I always put preview the very first sentence of the description so that you know where the preview is. I'll save this, and the great thing about watching the replay is that when you tap on it, there's a little gray bar at the bottom, so you can speed me up or slow me down so that you can see exactly what you're looking for. If you guys have any questions on anything that we're showing inside this preview, you're welcome to send us an Instagram message. We'll be happy to help. We do customer service up until tomorrow afternoon. We do kind of stop tomorrow afternoon around 2. Sam and I take a break from 2 until 7 when we go live so that we can go have dinner and rest because it is a very late night when we do our live streams. So if you send us any messages Thursday after 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, then you won't hear back before the live stream. I also want to mention, if you are new and you would like email reminders, you're welcome to comment VIP to the comment section, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, and we'll send you a link to join our community. This will get you in on all of our giveaway. It will get you in on getting all the email reminders of the event. And if you have any questions about how to shop the live stream, I'm just going to briefly go over that super quick. We go live on Instagram, so you can watch just like you're watching right now live. We go live on Facebook, and then we go live on our live stream website, which is separate from our LitaSeaglassJewelry.com website. So it's a separate website. We usually post the link of it up in our Instagram stories, but also if you join our VIP group, you will get that emailed to you. That way you can just click on the link and watch right from there as well. Additionally, if you go to our, is it clicked on when you go to the homepage of the website, it brings you there?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're not sure how to access the live stream website, you can, when we go live tomorrow at 7, always go to our LitaSeaglassJewelry.com page and click on the home page. It will say like shop live, and we have that linked. So I hope this is making sense and I'm not confusing you, but there's multiple ways. So whether you have Instagram or Facebook, or you just want to watch the live stream website, there's multiple ways that you can shop with us. If you have questions on any of it, let us know. And we hope to see you tomorrow night. Make sure you join in on the giveaway that's saved in our Instagram feed, and we'll announce the giveaway winner tomorrow right when we go live. We will see you then. Take care. Bye.